What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nanefia Scholars. Today we are here with a video from Matt Walsh. Today he said a brainwashed leftist debates Matt Walsh on transing kids. I mean, this is gonna be crazy. So guys, without further ado, let's get started.
So you've talked a lot about the mental illness and depressed and anxious population in the trans community, but you don't talk about the happy people in the trans community and how these preventative measures of, let's say, like puberty and the surgeries that go for gender affirmation and how these are life-changing and life-saving. I know many people...
How do you know?
Oh, okay. 1 second, if I can finish my conversation.
Okay.
Many people in my life have had these interventions made, and it's saved their lives. I can list dozens of people in my life. So what do you have to say for...
You can list dozens of people who had surgeries and drugs as children and would be dead today if they hadn't?
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Dozens of people who have had interventions, including gender affirming, let's say therapies, yes, hormones, surgeries that have made their lives better. I'm not saying it didn't force them to commit suicide, but it made their lives better. What do you have to say for the happy trans community?
I guess I would throw back at you first because the burden of proof is on you on this one. And I'll explain why the burden of proof is on you. Because as I went over in the talk, for thousands of years, human beings existed, and there was no such thing as trying to medically transition people into another gender. And as far as we know, there was no suicide epidemic because of it. And then in the last few years, people like yourself have come along and said, we desperately need to do this, or people will be in despair and they might kill themselves. So you are making a claim that contradicts common sense, science, biology, also the entire experience of the whole history of the human race. And so what that means is that the burden of proof is on you to support it. And so I'm going to ask you, you said that people need this stuff so they can live happier lives and potentially it'd be life-saving, you said even. Aside from your anecdotes of your friends who told you so, how do you know that?
Okay, so thinking back to when I was 16 in an anatomy class, when I learned that transgender people tend to have the brain structure that confirms their identity that they identify with. And you can look that up. That's a fact.
I will look that up.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I will look that up, but I won't find it.
Yeah.
It's not a fact. It's not a fact.
Should we all pull out Google really quick?
Oh,
Look.
really?
So you're saying a trans man has the brain of a woman?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that a trans man who identifies as a man will tend to have similar brain structure that a cis man would.
And where did you get that from?
Really?
Look it up. It's literally, I'm telling you, I learned it from my anatomy class when I was 16. And I looked up the fact before I walked up here because I knew that you would ask.
Okay. That's
going to be interesting.
not true, but it also doesn't answer the question. So let's try to stay focused on one false claim at a time if we can, because we might get bogged down.
I want to study here.
So you actually started by saying that blocking puberty, which is chemical castration of a child,
Just one example, yeah.
yeah, is life-saving.
It can be.
How do you know?
Because there are children who have been suicidal that have had these interventions made.
What children? How do you know? And how many children have had that done
Me personally,
and then
I
are
haven't
still
met
suicidal?
children. Me personally, I haven't met enough trans children to answer that question.
Okay.
But I know
You
that
are
the research exists.
You're making this statement, you're stating it as a fact in front of all these people. There must be a reason, there must be something that you encountered that led you to this rather radical conclusion that to save a child's life, you have to chemically castrate him.
Not every child. No, sir.
Okay, well that is what you just said. The drugs we give to kids for puberty blockers, so-called puberty blockers, originally are cancer drugs used to treat prostate cancer. They're also used to chemically castrate sex offenders and child rapists. Now we give them to physically healthy kids. You're saying that we need to do that or they will die. And so one last time I'm going to ask you, what evidence do you have of that remarkable claim?
I don't think I claimed that every child would benefit from that.
Well, no, I didn't say you did.
Okay,
You
well,
said
no,
puberty
you
blockers.
did, you did.
You said puberty blockers are life-saving. What
I
evidence do
said
you have for that?
they can be.
So
The
how do you
evidence
know?
is the encounters with patients who have had these procedures done, and it has saved their, I don't want to say it saved their lives, but it has made their lives better. I can't confirm whether or not they're alive right this second, but there are children that it has helped. So what do you have to say for the happy trans community who has benefited from these procedures? That's my question
I guess what I have
for you.
to say is that your entire question is built on a whole stack of false premises that you can't begin to even remotely defend. So
like, that's it.
it's a faulty question from the start. I reject your premise. I absolutely reject that there are any kids who need to be chemically castrated in order to be happy.
Okay, let's...
I reject that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Why did she give up like all of a sudden? And then I was expecting her to defend it because, for honestly, personally, I was trying to learn something. Maybe I missed the particular anatomy class, you know. I missed the anatomy class because my anatomy teacher maybe did me so harm because he never taught me puberty blocking. I mean, helps children in suicidals. I mean, help suicidal children also help grow children's brain. I mean, or makes them. I don't know. Maybe I missed this class because I don't know. Maybe from here I will just check it out from online or Google because I don't know. I was really expecting her to, I mean, try and defend her theory, like try to go further, try to challenge Matt, but it seems she couldn't stand on his grounds very well. Maybe you know something about this. Maybe Matt and I has like we haven't heard about this transient kids, how it helps them or the benefits of it medically. Maybe you have an idea. You can let me know in the comment section because honestly, this is my first time hearing this theory. Maybe she could be right, you know, because they always say from every rumors there is a definite truth in it. So maybe she could write because she said she checked it on Google and from her anatomy class she learned it. So I don't know for that. For me personally, I don't know. I haven't heard this theory ever in my life. She's just trying to tell me now, and she couldn't defend it, and that's so bad because I was really curious to know how puberty blocking, maybe medically castrating kid, will help the function of the brain or will, help reduce suicide. What for the fact? Well, where did she get this theory from? Because it's crazy. It's crazy. And I just love how calm my Matt was. At least she was trying. For me, I feel like Matt also wanted to know her, wanted to know how, like the facts in it, because he was trying so much for her to, explain her theory, but it seems she gave up. At least if you are coming to do this, you need to get your facts right. You need to get your facts right. You can stand on it. If you want to preach what you believe to others, if you want others to believe your theory, or you want to, I will not say impose, that would be a bad word. If you want people to hear out your theory, or you want to bring a theory outside for people to accept it, at least you need to do your research well, stand on your grounds, get your facts right. Because if you're coming to have an one-on-one debate with someone like Matt Walsh, at least he's he's well knowledged, and he will not let you slide because he wants you to listen to his theory. He will put his theory out there. So if you want to be in such debate with him, you need to get your facts right before you be in hot soup. Because I know the lady was trying to say something, was trying to make her point, but so bad she couldn't stand on her points. She should have stand on her point so that she could prove, maybe she could have proved Matt was wrong or something. But I want to say, have you ever heard this before? Like blocking puberty, trying to transcend kids will help in any medical form. Have you ever heard this? Or maybe in case your anatomy teacher taught you, maybe you sat in the same class with her, so you got that that lecture part, you could also share with the rest of the class, because the rest of class want to know. Maybe we missed it. We also want to know, this whole transgender thing. That's their right. It's 2024. You could be whoever you want to be. You could be whatever you want to be. But my deal is trying to trans those kids. That is my issue. That has been my issue. Trying so hard to impose what you believe into the kids. The kids are minors. They don't know what's really going on this world. So letting your judgment affect them, or letting your belief affect them, I think it's cruelty. I mean, let them grow. Release them. Of course, release them, free them. Let them grow. Let them reach that, mature age, so that they can decide whatever they want to go on your path, or be themselves, be who they want to be. Trying to trans them, like you are blocked at the age of whatever, 12 years, 10 years, you are trying to block their puberty. What if he grows up and regrets that decision? What if he grows up and he realizes that he can't even give birth, or he has been castrated because of what you believe? But you weren't fair to them. You weren't fair to them. I feel like we should just let them be, let them grow. If they get to that mature age, that lawful, youthful age, and they want to they want to do whatever they want to do with their body, that's their right. That's their decision to make, not your decision to make. So I'm sorry. Until you give me a fact or theory about this, blocking of puberty helps medically, I'm not really buying this. Honestly, I'm standing with math. I'm not really buying this theory. So I hope maybe you can challenge me, or you can help defend the theory she was trying to bring. Until that, I'm sorry. Come back next time. I hope. For me, I feel like we should just give the kids time to grow. Let them be kids. They should grow. They should learn. They should make their decision. They should go so that they can choose the kind of gender they want to be. They can choose whatever they want to be, rather than transcend them at that age. Imagine you growing up and realizing your mother castrated you because he thinks castration will... Come on, dear. Come on. It's not fair. It's not fair. So let me know what you think about this video. If you have any recommendation for me, I'll be so glad to check it out. And if you have any defensive fact to back it up, I'll be so glad. We are used to criticism. I'll be so glad to entertain, or get your theory. And if you really enjoy my video too, give your girl a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, welcome, and don't forget to click on the subscription button for more notifications. Thanks for watching.